Look up. Above you stretches a world in constant motion, a living tapestry that never repeats itself. The sky, with all its moods and mysteries, invites us to pause and wonder. The sky is a vast, ever-changing canvas, painted anew each moment by the wind and the sun. Its colors shift from deep indigo to fiery gold, and its shapes are never the same twice. Great towers of white cloud drift across the blue, holding no shape for long. They rise and fall, morphing from mountains to waves, from animals to faces, dissolving before our eyes. As we watch, our minds search for patterns in the chaos. We find ourselves drawn to the familiar, even in the most abstract forms. It's a quiet game of recognition played between our imagination and the sky's randomness. Suddenly, a face emerges, a fleeting portrait painted by the wind. For a heartbeat, it seems as if the sky is looking back at us, sharing a secret only we can see. It's not truly there, just a trick of light and shadow, but for a moment it feels real. The illusion is so convincing that we almost expect the face to speak, to wink, to acknowledge our gaze. Across cultures and history, people have gazed at the sky and seen faces, gods and spirits. Ancient myths were born from these visions, stories woven from the shapes above. These visions reveal more about our minds than the sky itself. The clouds become a mirror, reflecting our hopes, fears, and endless curiosity. Our brains are not passive, they actively assemble fragments into meaningful pictures. This instinct, called pareidolia, is a testament to our need for connection and understanding. The face in the cloud will vanish with the wind, but soon another will appear. The sky's gallery is never empty, always offering new mysteries to solve. We are compelled to find new patterns, new faces, an endless cycle of creation and dissolution. Each discovery is unique, a fleeting masterpiece that exists only for those who notice. This silent conversation between nature's randomness and our quest for meaning is deeply human. It's a dialogue that connects us to the world and to each other across time and culture. Why do we do this? The answer lies within our biology. Our brains are wired to seek out the familiar, to make sense of the unknown, to find comfort in patterns. Our minds are wired to seek order, to find the familiar in the unfamiliar. This drive shapes not only how we see the sky, but how we interpret the world around us. The sky's portraits are fleeting, but our search for meaning is constant. Each cloud is a new possibility, a new story waiting to be imagined. Every cloud is an invitation for our imagination to play. In the endless theater above, we are both audience and artist, forever searching, forever dreaming. This tendency has a name, pareidolia. It's the experience of seeing meaningful patterns, especially faces, in random stimuli. Our brains are wired to recognize these patterns even when they don't actually exist. Pareidolia explains the man in the moon, a rabbit in the clouds, or a face in a wooden door. These are all examples of our mind's incredible ability to find familiar shapes in unfamiliar places. It's not a flaw, but a feature of how our brains work. This ability has evolved over millennia to help us survive and thrive in a complex world. Our minds impose structure on chaos, helping us navigate a complex world. By finding patterns, we can make sense of our surroundings and predict what might happen next. Pattern finding lets us predict, understand, and recognize important things, especially faces. Faces are crucial for social interaction, communication, and survival. Faces are the most powerful form of pareidolia because our brains are wired for face detection. This sensitivity helps us identify friends, foes, and potential mates. We have a specialized system so sensitive it finds faces everywhere, in cars, trees, even electrical sockets. This system is so finely tuned that it can detect even the slightest hint of a face. When you see a face in an object, your brain is doing exactly what it evolved to do. It's using its face detection software to make sense of the world. It's running its face detection software on everything it sees. This constant scanning helps us stay connected to our environment and the people in it. This reflects our deep need for social connection. We are inherently social creatures, and our brains are always looking for signs of other people. We're hardwired to seek out others, to read intentions, to connect. This drive for connection is so strong that we even find companions in inanimate objects. This phenomenon shows just how deeply ingrained our social nature is and how we long for it. Pareidolia is a testament to our social nature. It highlights our brain's incredible ability to find meaning and connection in the world around us. We project humanity onto the world around us, making it feel less lonely. This projection helps us feel connected even when we're alone. Deep in the temporal lobe lies the fusiform gyrus, home to the fusiform face area, or FFA. This is our brain's face processing center, recognizing thousands of faces in a lifetime. The FFA is active from birth. Newborns prefer face-like patterns within minutes of life. It's not just for familiar faces, it detects any face-like structure, 2 eyes, a nose, a mouth. During pareidolia, the FFA lights up even when we know we're not seeing a real face. The brain processes illusory faces much like real ones. Our perception is shaped by quick, best-guess judgments based on incomplete data. When something vaguely resembles a face, the FFA fires and we experience recognition. The face in the cloud is a genuine neural event, a ghost in the machine. Our brain's predictions shape our reality, blending imagination and perception. Pareidolia reveals the creative power of our minds. Why did evolution favor a brain so eager to see faces, even where there are none? The answer is simple: survival. Our ancestors lived in a world full of hidden dangers, where the ability to detect a living presence, friend or foe, could mean the difference between life and death. For early humans, spotting a living being quickly was not just helpful, it was essential. The forest was alive with threats, from predators lurking in the shadows to rival tribes hiding just out of sight. Every rustle, every flicker of movement could signal danger. Imagine 2 ancestors. One sees a face in the shadows and flees instantly. The other hesitates, unsure if it's real. The first may look foolish if it's nothing, but the second risks everything. If it's a predator, if it's just leaves. The first ancestor might be embarrassed, but embarrassment is a small price to pay for safety. If it's a predator, the second pays the ultimate price. In the wild, hesitation could be fatal. This is the essence of error management theory. When the costs of mistakes are unequal, evolution shapes our minds to make the safer error, even if it means being wrong more often. Our brains became wired to err on the side of caution. Better to jump at a shadow than ignore a real threat. Seeing a face where there's none, a false positive, is harmless, maybe even amusing. But missing a real face, a false negative, could be deadly. Our ancestors who were too skeptical didn't survive to pass on their genes. So our brains evolved to be oversensitive, always on alert, always searching for patterns, especially faces. It's a built-in alarm system tuned to keep us safe. This ancient mechanism lingers today, even though our environments have changed. We still jump at shadows, startled by shapes in the dark. We leap at the sight of a coat on a door, convinced for a split second that it's a lurking stranger. Or we freeze at the sight of a garden hose, our minds turning it into a snake, just in case. Our world is safer now, but our brains still run on ancient software built for a time when vigilance was everything. Pareidolia, the tendency to see faces in clouds, trees or shadows, is a relic of this evolutionary past, a side effect of a mind honed for survival. It's a harmless quirk, a reminder of the system that once kept us alive and still shapes how we see the world. Our pattern-seeking minds are a legacy of survival, always searching, always ready. The ghosts we see in the shadows are echoes of ancient fears, reminders of a time when seeing what wasn't there could save your life. Long before science, pareidolia shaped myths, religions, and superstitions. People found faces of gods in mountains, spirits in trees, omens in clouds. These patterns were seen as messages from the divine, not mere illusions. Sacred sites often formed around natural features resembling faces or figures. Such discoveries confirmed cultural stories, making the spiritual tangible. Even today, reports of religious figures in everyday objects capture imaginations. Our need to find meaning and connection persists. We are still pattern seekers, finding the familiar in the chaos around us. Scientists have studied pareidolia in the lab using fMRI scanners. Volunteers view random visual noise, told some images may contain hidden faces. When they report seeing a face, the fusiform face area lights up. The brain doesn't just think it sees a face, it processes the noise as if it were real. Expectation primes the brain, lowering the threshold for face detection. The brain meets the stimulus halfway, blending reality and expectation. Other brain regions, like the frontal and parietal lobes, activate just before the illusion. This shows a top-down process. Our thoughts and beliefs shape perception. Pareidolia is not just a visual error, but a creation of the mind. Our internal world actively shapes what we see. Perception is a blend of reality and imagination. The man in the moon is perhaps the most famous example of pareidolia. For millennia, people have seen faces or figures in the moon's patterns. Different cultures see different things: a rabbit, a woman, a man. Our stories shape what we perceive in the sky. The face on Mars is another example, an illusion created by light and shadow. When higher resolution images revealed the truth, the face vanished into ordinary landscape. These examples show how our minds crave significance, especially in the mysterious and unknown. We see what we expect, shaped by culture and imagination. Celestial pareidolia is a global, shared experience. Our brains turn distant worlds into mirrors of our own minds. The universe becomes a canvas for our stories. Once you notice pareidolia, you see it everywhere. Our world is filled with accidental faces, cars, electrical sockets, appliances. We assign emotions to objects simply because their features align with our face template. Even food can smile back: 2 eggs and bacon, or foam in coffee. Nature too creates faces, tree bark, rocks, butterfly wings. These illusions can delight us, turning the ordinary into something magical. At night, city lights form vast, abstract faces visible from above. These patterns are unintentional, but they reveal our collective presence. Pareidolia connects us to our environment in playful ways. The world becomes a gallery of hidden companions. Every day offers a new face to find. Our drive to find patterns is the foundation of art and creativity. Artists see figures in marble, scenes in blank canvases, a controlled form of pareidolia. Leonardo da Vinci encouraged students to find inspiration in random patterns. The Rorschach ink blot test uses pareidolia to reveal hidden thoughts. We project our inner world onto meaningless shapes, turning perception into self-discovery. Pareidolia links primitive survival instincts to creative impulses. The same brain that spotted predators now finds stories in clouds and melodies in rain. We are not just seeing, we are interpreting, weaving meaning into existence. Our search for faces is a search for ourselves. And so we return to the sky. The sun sets, clouds tinged with color, drifting in endless transformation. The sky is the ultimate canvas for pareidolia. Dragons, ships, mountains, and always faces. We know these faces aren't real, but the wonder remains. The magic lies in our mind's ability to create meaning from randomness. Seeing a face in a cloud is a private miracle of perception. It reminds us of our need for connection, our search for order and purpose. Even alone, our brains populate the world with phantom companions. Pareidolia reflects our profound social nature. We find others even where none exist. The face in the cloud is a mirror reflecting our humanity and longing for meaning. The sky is empty, but our minds are not. As long as there are clouds, we will look up and find ourselves looking back.